Hi, this is a C++ or Visual C++ attendance register. It works like the previous attendance register that I developed previously. If I click on this very arrow, as you can see, make a selection. And if I make a selection and click on save, you see that? No, because let's see that again. No marks on register. So I can always select this and populate. I can then select maybe absent. That guy is absent. That's absent too. Maybe this guy is sick, and this guy is an authorized absent. So if I click on save, that's what you get. If you look at how many people are not present, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In total, we have 20 students, and that makes it 16 present. Here I have the register number, and that's just for the student attendance register. If I click on any of these, Kerry Casey, that's supposed to be the picture of Kerry Casey. Of course, I haven't entered real picture, I just make up something. And that's the picture of Remy Rose, that's the picture of Paul Moore, and that's the picture of Sammy Smith. Okay, so I will show you how this whole system works. Here, this is supposed to be the institution environment, and here I just have numbers, student numbers or student ID number, their names, course code, whatever the attendance is, and I also have save, clear, the date, and that's all there is to it. So what I'll do now is, let me just close this and I'll show you how the program looks like. Let's close this and maybe get rid of this as well. As you can see, the whole label, all of the components in here are all labels. They are all empty. Only when I run the program or when I debug the program will the component be populated. So what I'll do next is take you guys into Visual C++ development environment and show you how I put this together. Okay, so let's start a new project now. Okay, let's start a new project. So we click on new project right there, and we have Visual C++ selected, Windows Form application, give it a name. So I'm just going to call that Visual C++ or Visual CPP attendance register underscore registered. That's it right there. Okay, click on save. Alright, now that that is saved, the next thing I will do right now is just to define the size of my form. Let me make that 1400 by, let's give it approximately 700, and the position, let's make the position center right there. And the back color, I might as well just set the back color right now. Let's go for black. Let me just make that black there. Then the next thing I will do is get my tools and select a group box. Let's get a group box there. Yeah, here we go. That's the group box right there. Maybe I should change the color of this very group box. Maybe change it to something bluish. Oh, yeah, let's go for blue right here. No, Yep, that's more like it. And just extend it that much. Okay, now I need some couple of labels. Let's get some couple of labels there. But one thing first, let me get rid of this text content. I don't need that, that's fine. And I now need labels. Where's labels? Right here. I have labels right here. One there, that'll be for my number. And let me just change the font size of that particular labels to maybe about 10, and that will be number. Yeah, that's fine. That's number. Can then copy. This will be a student's number, so student ID. Student ID. Now I need my course code there. Course code. Okay. I think I should get the student name first. Okay, student name right here. Student name. Yeah, that's fine. And then I need a combo box. Let's go for a combo box right there. There's a combo box here. Then I also need one button here. In fact, I need 3 of those. Let's copy. And I also need date and time right there. Okay, this button will be known as clear, and this is save. Why this variable button? We need to change that to something. Let me change the font size to winging. The wingings. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe about 12 or something. And change the content in there. Let's change it to an arrow, really. So let me look for the symbol, an arrow, in my Word document. So all I need here now inside my Word document is to get the symbol, this very arrow. That's fine. Just copy it. Now I can close this. I don't need it anymore. Come straight here and paste that in here. There. And that is the arrow right there. Okay. So maybe increase the font a little bit. The next thing is let's change the appearance to, I think, flat. Yeah. And get rid of, let me get rid of the border around this. Drop this appearance down, border, make that 0. Okay, I'll cancel that and come down here. Let's see. Yeah, the border is 0 there. And the color, let me change the color to white. Font color right there, change that to white. And that's all there is to it. So I might as well just move it nearer to my combo box. Okay, I also need 20 combo box here, so let's continue with the design. Now copy this, drop it in there. I know you guys cannot see it right now, but let's change as follows. Let's change auto size, change that to force. Back color, make that white, and make that fit single. Okay, just about that. Delete the text content in it there, and then just copy it across. And this will be for my this is for the name, student name, and one more, this is for the course code. and right here just copy this across as well, copy it across. Okay, so I have all of the components in place now, so all I'll then do is just populate it and give them a name. Alright, let's copy across. That's 3, 4, 5. I need 20 of those, and I'll just speed it up and get back to you guys. Okay guys, this is how the interface is looking right now. Okay, if I run this program now, let's compile and run it. Okay, alright, I'm just going to accept that and say yes to that. It's talking about especially this icon here. Say okay. So the next thing is just to, yeah, there's no error. Let's run it and see. Alright, that's how it's looking right now. There's nothing here, nothing is happening. Okay, the only thing that is active is this. That's like an active S anyway, so every other thing, nothing works. So let's just start with the coding now. But before I start, you guys can, if you notice this image right there, look at this image. Is more or less like the gateway to the institute. Okay, so I've also made use of this very image in my Visual C# anyway. Maybe I should leave it, or that's like the gateway anyway. So let's go into C++ now. But before then, here is the file that I'm working on. Double click on that file and double click on this very inner file and paste the following images. I intend to use, I'll be using this very one as my main. That will be the institute. Okay, let's see if you guys, let me open that. Let's open it in Paint, and that's it over there. Okay, I actually drew this in Flash, and it's one of my tutorial anyway, so close that and close this too. Alright, so the next thing is I'll double click on the form itself. Now that the form load is there, so just click on that and just press enter right there. I will enter these following lines of codes there. So let's move this up a little bit. Delete that. Okay, let me show you guys the lines of codes. Right here, LBL name, that will just display student attendance register, and this will display the register number. Maybe this time around let's just change it to 7 and change this one maybe to 21. Change the attendance register here as well. Okay, then now this is the image of the institute, the image I showed to you earlier on, and right here this combo box will populate as follows. Okay, present, absent, sick, late, authorized, absent, and that's it. That's for combo box 1, combo box 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And right here, combo box 21 is the one right on top. And whatever content I have inside my text box, which is text box 1 to 20, okay, the text box 1 to 20 will be invisible. Okay, text box 1 to text box 20 will be invisible, and that's all there is to it. So if I come here, let's save, debug, build the solution. Alright, there's no error, so let's run the program right now and see. There, right there, and you guys see that. If I click on this arrow, nothing happens. Okay, but I can populate it by selecting any of the combo box. So that is ready. Now I have my register number there, student attendance number. Okay, and this is the institute. Okay, if I close that, you will see the gates to the institute right there. Okay, that's the gate to the institute right there. Okay, and there I also have another picture box. I have a label that displays those contents you saw earlier, and this label right here is to display how many students are present. Okay, this very label that's supposed to show the number, like number 1, 2, and so on. It's called LBL number 1. Let me show that to you here. That's it, LBL number 1, and so on. 2, see that? That's 7, up to LBL number 20. Okay, so the next thing I will do is to use form activate. So select my form, select event, come right here, that's it right there. Let's use the activate, press enter. The form activate code area is ready. Press enter and enter the following lines of code. These lines of code will actually generate number 1 to number 20, is just to show the numbers in the label. So if I go to debug, build, and run my program, there, that's what you see right there. Okay, the next thing is for us to generate the numbers for the student numbers and names, course code. Let's do that now. Okay, the following lines of code that I'll show you guys now inside the form activate itself. Okay, that will be the student number. So let's move that down a little bit, and there, that's the student number. You can see the variable that is declared, the local variable that is declared for student number. There they are, and those are the lines of code. Let's see. Let me just increase this font size. There. Let's make that 12 so that you guys can see it. Alright. Those are the lines of codes. From here down, we generate the student number. You can see the variable I declare for the student number, and this is the variable declared for just to number that. So if I debug, run, and that's what you guys will see. That's the student number. The next thing is just to populate the name and the code and the course code. Let's do that. Okay, just like I said earlier on, the next thing is just to now populate the student. That will be for the course code. Okay, as a course code. So if I debug, that's the new course, that's the course code. Just debug it. There, it's not showing any error, so let's run it, and that is the course code right there. So now let's populate the name and the register details. Close that. So back to my active form. Right here, I'm going to enter the name and the register details. So let me just divide that here, right there. So right in here, enter the name and register details. So Those are the student names. I'll just leave it the way it is. Let's move these back. That's the name and the register details. So the next thing we'll do now is debug and run. Right there, and I have my number in place, student ID number, student names, course code, and I also have these in place as well. Now the most important bit for us to be able to populate, save and clear, let's do those ones. Okay, for us to be able to populate, we need to double click on this arrow right there, double click on it. Alright, there we go guys. So we just click in there and enter as follows. So used if statement there. So what I said right here is as follows: if the combo box 21 is empty, and if I click on the arrow, this message box will pop up. However, if combo box 1 is marked with this /, then combo box 1 to 21 to 20 should be populated with / present, and that's it right there. If combo box 21 is 0, combo box 1 to 20 should be populated with 0 absent. If combo box 21 is populated or is S is selected, combo box 1 to 20 should be marked as sick. Combo box 21 is marked L. This is what happened. L late from combo box 1 to combo box 21 and 20. And finally, A is for authorized absent. So if A is selected, combo box 1 to combo box 20 should be marked A authorized. Okay, let's debug and try out the program. Let's run it now. There seems not to be any error. So if I select these, present, that's it. I can just populate the combo box. Now all I need to do is to make the save work and clear button work. So let's do those two now. Come here, double click on the save button. Now we double click on the save button, this one, double click on that. It's taking its time. Right here guys, press enter and enter the following lines of codes. Close that, I don't need this. And right here, those are the lines of codes for the save. So let's take it up so that you can see it. Alright, local variable declare, count is 0. Okay, and that is then initialize here. Let me show you where that is. That's right here. Okay, so maybe I should move that. Let's move that here so that you guys will understand. I'll leave it where it is. I've declared a local variable known as count, which I later on use, but before then, the content inside combo box 1 is assigned to text box 1, and the same thing is repeated for combo box 2 up to combo box 20. Then the content in here, text box 1 become visible, while combo box text box 1 up to text box 2 becomes visible, while combo box 1 up to combo box 20 becomes invisible. And if text box 1 equals nothing, or text box 2 equals nothing up to 20, this message will pop up. In that case, all of the content in the text box becomes clear. Text box 1 becomes invisible, while combo box 1 and up to combo box 20 becomes visible. Okay, look at it, that's it right there. Alright, so let's just move on. And count, if text box 1 is present, count becomes 1. If text box 2 is present, counts become 2. Text box 3 is present, counts becomes 4, and so on. That is how we determine how many students are present for that very day. Okay, let's just move down so that you guys can see it. These are the lines of codes. But if you need this code, you can always send me an email and I'll forward it to you. That's it, up to text box 20. So all we need to do now is debug, build the program, and run. Select. Let's try this out. Make a selection. Okay, make a selection right there. Let's try this out. No marks on register, that's fine. So make a selection. Let's select, and that's it. We can say this guy is sick, this guy is authorized absent, while this guy is absent, and just click on save. That's it, 17 students are present. Okay, all that is left for us to do is to be able to clear the text content. Okay then, so let's deal with clear now. Okay, so let's double click on that, and there we go. So click on that and enter the clear. That's how you clear each of the components. You can see that. Okay, that's how we clear each of the components. Let's take it down. Maybe we might as well just delete this, because we don't need to clear this too. So let's delete those and just show you the rest of the codes. Those are the rest of the codes. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's how you clear it. So you come here, build solution, no error, run the program. There's a register number there. Enter our marks, save it. Once you save it, you now get it in this format, and clear. When you clear, everything return to normal. Populate it, mark 1 or 2 absent, normal, couple of authorized absent there, and there, save. 15 of them are present, and that's it, guys. So all that is left for me to do now is, if I click on this, I want to see the picture of each student. So let's get that done. So we double click on this right there, click on that and enter the picture of the very first student. Now I'll double click on the next one. Okay, I've entered some pictures, so let's see how the program look like. So if I build and then run it, those are the lines of code for the pictures. Let's run it now. So enter my max for the day. Maybe that guy is sick, this guy is unauthorized absent, and this guy here is absent. Let's see who that is, and that's his picture right there. Let's check out this guy. That's this guy's picture. And with that, I'm just going to call it the end of this program. I suppose you all enjoy it. If you have any need for the codes, you can always send me an email, and the codes are there anyway, which you guys have seen. So with that, I'll just call it bye for now.